Welcome back, guys. You're watching XanTech. As you might remember, the past couple episodes, I've been having a real issue trying to get the SN850X to work in my system. It turns out that after all of the trouble, all of the testing and going back and forth and back and forth, it's actually the port, the second NVMe port on my B550F motherboard. It's faulty. One day this shows up, next day after a reboot or in the same day it disappears, and then later, an hour or two later, it appears again. So as you can imagine, I cannot use it like that. I can't use it for basically anything. So I got myself this little Sabrent NVMe to PCIe adapter, and I'll put it in the PCIe slot below my graphic card to see if that does anything. So once again, let's don the black gloves and get this installed in the PC, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works. Let's go. Okay, and now we're gonna take apart the little NVMe enclosure, and I'll show you how that goes step by step. First, we turn it over, and then you can use the screwdriver that came with this, but I prefer to use my iFixit toolkit, of course. So we start by taking out these screws. They're really tiny, so make sure you don't lose them. And I like to put them where I found them. So here's the next one. It's my OCD. I always like to put all the screws back in their original slots. These are really fiddly. So you take that, put that there, then the next one. That's out. I like the screwdriver, it's magnetic so you don't lose the screws. And there's the last one. A couple more twists, and there we go. And then there's a little gap here because this sits flush with the enclosure itself. So you can put your fingernail or something and just gently pry it up. It comes away like that. And as you can see here, this screw that holds the NVMe drive in place fits nice and snug into this indentation, so that way you won't get it the wrong way. If you put it this way back on, it'll be raised up a little bit. So just keep an eye on where that screw is and where that indentation is when you put it back. Put that to one side, and then you can lift this off, and here is where your NVMe slots into, and there's the retention screw. So we'll put that here, and here are the thermal pads that I showed you earlier, and these two are thin ones, that one there, that one there, and a slightly thicker one depending on the thickness of your NVMe drive. If you see here, this is your retention screw, and then depending on the size of your NVMe drive, you might need to, once you plug it in, you might need to use this hole, or this hole. And I'll show you how that works. We'll just flip this over again, hold that in place with your finger, and then remove this teeny tiny silver screw. And now, as you can see, this little retainer comes away. Now you take your NVMe drive, your M.2 drive, and you hold it at a 45-degree angle. Make sure to line that notch up with the notch in the slot. Gently but firmly push it in. It'll be raised like this. Then you can take this little retainer, and I don't know if you can see there, it's got a little slot that sits on your M.2 drive. So you slot that in like that. And then once the little screw goes into the hole, you can flip it over take the little silver screw you removed. It's really teeny tiny and fiddly. And then you screw that into place. Ever so slightly, you don't need to overdo it. It's just there to hold it to the circuit board. And then it looks like that. And then you can take one of the thermal pads provided. Now, depending on the thickness of your NVMe drive, you might need one of these thin ones or the thicker one. I think I'm going to go with the thicker one. For now, I'm going to test it by putting the pad down here, flipping this over to see if it bulges out. If it bulges out, you might need to replace it with a thinner one. Now, of course, you remember the indentation goes over the screw, and then we can see how flush it fits. Now, as you can see, it's bulging out a little bit here, so I might need one of the thinner ones. So let's get that done. Okay, you've got my little tweezers here. You can take the corner of the thermal pad and just peel the plastic away. And then flip it over and gently place it onto your NVMe drive. This part's a little bit fiddly, but give it a couple attempts and hopefully your hands aren't as shaky as mine and you'll be able to get it nicely stuck down. Just apply a gentle bit of pressure just to make sure it sticks. And then once again, very carefully with your fingers or your tweezers, peel away the second layer of plastic. In fact, we'll cut away and I'll show you a finished version. Okay, now that I've got the plastic away, I can take the enclosure, take this, flip it over like it was before, and just lay it down gently, and then it should fit snugly in place. And once again, we take this enclosure, remember with the indentation, goes on top of the screw, so nothing bulges out. Put that down like so, it sits nice and flush. Then we can take these screws once again. Oops, I've lost it. No, here we go. And then you take the screws, put it on the magnetic screwdriver, and we put them back where they came from. One goes there. And I like to cross over like this. So do this one, then that one, then that one. It's just the way that I was taught a long time ago, and that stuck with me, and then my OCD keeps it in check. And we take screw number 3. And there we go. One more to go. Okay, that sits in there. There's no need to overscrew these, just gently so that they hold. And there you go. There is your NVMe PCIe enclosure. Now all that's left to do is to stick this in the computer and see how it works. Okay, next we open the case and remove the graphic card to free up some space. Okay, now on this motherboard, which is a Asus ROG Strix B550F gaming Wi-Fi. Now this top PCIe slot is PCIe 4.0. The secondary one is a 3.0. Some motherboards, this might be a 5.0, then a 4. Then a 3.0, depending on the motherboard you have. Now I'm going to be losing a little bit of bandwidth since this is a Gen 4 but I'm going to be putting it in a Gen 3 slot. I don't have any other options. So, but apparently it's only negligible, the speed that I'm going to be losing. So this one is reserved, of course, for the motherboard. This one will be for my new little drive. So you push this down to open it up, line it up with the slots, push down gently but firmly as always until it clicks into place. Now it's locked. Now we can get the graphic card back in, hook it up to the system, and see if it posts. Now some of you might have been worried, is it going to block the airflow to the graphic card considering where it's going to be plugged in? But as you can see, it sits far enough away and low enough away so it doesn't obstruct the fans, so there shouldn't be any cooling issues with the graphic card. Okay, well, I got all of that plugged in, got the computer powered up. So come over here and I'll show you the drive has posted. And as you can see, there's my C drive, which is woefully full right at the end of its tether and bursting at the seams. And here is the new SN850X, ready to be filled up with all my favorite games. Okay guys, well that was the Sabrent NVMe to PCIe Express enclosure for all of your NVMe drives. If you want to get one of these for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description below. Until next week's video, I hope you all have a very good evening. Take care.